Yeah.
Do we kind of give a little season 2?
For sure. Guys, it's season 2. Guys, it's season 2.
Two.
We didn't really announce that we were having seasons because it was a game time decision.
Yeah.
But recap, if you weren't here for season 1,
You're missing out.
You missed out on the great carb debate.
You missed out on a lot.
CRISPR babies.
Can't even think of what else happened, to be honest.
Dude, I don't know.
It's like a flash.
Yeah, if you're new here, it's just 3 of us talking as we normally would, but with a camera and mics. So welcome. You're in for a lot of chaos and a lot of debates, but also a lot of fun.
Yes.
Hopefully.
A lot of
more
entertainment.
fun. The whole point of season 2 was to bring back what we brought, but more.
But better and with less technical difficulties.
Yes.
Dude, in season 1, we lost 3 full episodes, and then one of them had half the audio recorded because the laptop died. But season 2, we're about to get a better setup. We're about to not lose episodes.
Yep.
We're about to plug in the laptop every time.
Got a checklist now.
It's gonna be crazy.
We're losing twice the episodes.
Let's go.
We're gonna try and have a steady weekly cadence. Don't hold us to that, but we're doing our best.
We're going to do our best. We're going to bring more for all 150 of y'all.
Hell yeah. There's 150 of them?
I think so. Last time I looked.
Nice.
But soon
That's
to
a
be
lot
more.
That's way more than I thought.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I randomly was looking on TikTok, and every time I see a weird unhinged question, I write it down. We're all talking about how we have a little notes doc that is labeled podcast. And sometimes we're writing in them and we have no idea what we're talking about. But this time I do. I wrote down some weird questions. And again, if you're new here, these questions will spiral into... Don't expect us to stay with these. I'm going to ask one question and then it's going to carry us for the next hour and then it'll be over.
Yeah,
and then we'll be like, what was the actual question? I didn't really answer that.
Exactly. So you're in for a treat. This one's really weird, but I feel like I'm liking this question.
Okay.
If you were to wash your brain, you're giving your brain a good wash.
My brain kind of dirty.
Yeah. I'm sure all 3 of us need a little brain washing. Well, not not like that.
We're getting to something here, guys.
Would you use hot or cold water?
Cold water, for sure.
Also use cold water.
Just imagine getting your hands between the grooves
of
your.
Oh yeah, true. Scrubbing the crevices of my medulla oblongata,
Okay. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Medulla oblongata.
Something about that seemed very. I was like, what?
I will fact check it later, but it is.
Is that how you pronounce it?
My medulla oblongata.
Okay, now it sounds more. The first time you said it did not sound right.
It sounded really ethnic when you said it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's different. Is that English? Anyway, I don't know. You could either maybe let's assume that you can uncap your head and maybe shower, or you're removing it and washing it in the sink.
I think warm. I feel like warm would be soothe. Warm makes sense. When you wash dishes, you use cold water or warm water.
Yeah, I think. Originally, I was thinking cold because I was like, oh, that could be kind of refreshing, and maybe it just needs a good little zap, you know,
right.
it just needs a little cold plunge, you know.
Yeah. Ooh.
But then, I also feel like it needs to relax.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't really need to tense up right now.
I feel like my mental is going in I'm treating one giant pour up there. We go hot, we open it up.
Okay.
Oh, okay, you're steaming it.
You're steaming it, you know. We go hot, warm, get it cold, and then maybe as my brain's out there,
as your brain
ice cold rinse inside to finish. Put it back in to seal it back up. Yeah. It's go hot and then cold towel to seal up your pores.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I feel like that feel really good too.
Yeah, hot to kill some bacteria maybe.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Boil it up.
Imagine if you're coming off a mean hangover, right? And you want to wake your. Oh wow, that's a first ring hit.
Oh my god, it's been 3 minutes?
Okay, well,
I'm surprised.
If you're trying to really cleanse and wake yourself up, be super alert. Imagine just dunking your brain in ice and then putting it back. I feel like you'd be so focused.
Yeah. But at the same time, do I want that while I'm hungover?
I don't know. I feel like you need it though. You know?
Yeah.
Like a splash of water in your face.
What's one like dirt in your brain that you would want to wash away if you could pinpoint it?
When you say dirt in your brain, do you mean like a feeling, like a hangover, or do you mean like
a memory or a moment?
I was like, that could get crazy.
I washed my brain. I'm like, who are you?
You're like looking through all the folds. You're like, give me that.
I wish I didn't have that memory anymore. You know, it's just some cringe moments or somewhere I'm like, I really embarrassed myself here. If I could just.
It's hard to say. I love cringe. Cringe is like my favorite.
I love memories.
Yeah, something I could live with that. But, you know.
I would go searching for memories. Like, that one time I blacked out, what was I actually doing in my living room?
Yes.
How did I get inside that venue that one time?
Like this, Sean earlier was saying how he didn't remember what he ate at Denny's. Like,
yeah, right? Like,
if
what
you
do you want
could
to
just
know?
peer back into that.
No.
That'd be quite... You ever think, like, if you could, would you want to be able to record your dreams and just watch it again?
Oh, for sure. That'd be so much fun.
I think my dreams would be cinematic. They are cinematic. I have crazy dreams.
But like bad cinematic, like...
I'd be like, no.
Like some M. Night Shyamalan twists, every 5 seconds.
My dreams are episodic, and then there's times where like I'll dream of a dream and a scenario. I'm like, inside the dream, I'm like, wait, I've been here before. I've done this dream, but it's just like a continuation of it from like months ago. Is that kind of like a lucid dream? Because now you're like realizing you're like back in it, and you're like, oh, I guess.
You're like aware that you're dreaming?
I'm not I'm aware that it's a dream, but I don't have control, as people say, like how lucid dreaming is. But I'm like, oh, I've been here before. I'm like fighting zombies and werewolves again. I'm like, I've done this. Like, I know what's gonna happen. Okay, let's go with this. Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, I don't know, because I feel like the ones that I can remember are like kind of off-putting or scary, and I wouldn't choose to watch a scary movie. So like, why would I watch a scary movie that happened in my head? I'm like easily spooked.
You only have bad ones? Like you don't remember?
No, but like the ones that I remember.
Oh.
Usually. Not even bad, but like the ones that are just really weird. Which I could be okay with the weird ones watching, but the bad ones, I don't know. What's the like, you know, as a kid, did you ever have like reoccurring bad dreams?
Oh yes. There was one, so there's this movie, Roger Rabbit. And it's this weird setting where it's like these cartoon characters, but they're in the real world. Yeah. And it's kind of like a mystery, kind of like whodunit, because someone's able to kill all the cartoon characters, which you're not supposed to do.
Okay.
Because they're technically invincible, right? Like you can't kill them. And then there's this creepy like cartoon character, but he's like living in this human shell, and towards the end of the movie they run him over with a steamroller, and you see his eyes
is
like
a children's movie?
Yeah, it's children's characters, but it's not really a children's movie.
Okay.
But I remember going into that, and that scene of him just getting run over by a steamroller, and he's like half cartoon, half like human. Oh, that like always scared me.
Bro.
What's that? Happy Trees something.
Yeah.
Also like a not
kids,
but like a wow. I think I've watched like little bits of it from like my cousin showing it to me, and I was like traumatized.
It's like teddy bears and mascots and like squirrels
and shit.
in like morbid ways.
Yeah. Wow, that just unlocked a memory.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too. That wasn't the thing. Like, see, it's funny that you brought that movie up, because my memory of the movie is so different, and I love how you're like, I remember when this guy got ran over. I just remember Jessica Rabbit. I saw it, and I was like,
wow.
Oh, this man's having different types of dreams than
my dreams are different. I was like, Miss Bella from Powerpuff Girls, now Jessica Rabbit? Jeez.
Just breezed right over the steamrolling part. He was like, whatever.
I wasn't even focused
Show me
on
Jessica.
That. Jessica Rabbit? Like, because the thing too, like, all the other cartoon characters were like anamorphic in a way, and then there's just Jessica Rabbit, and she's just she built
she built different.
Like she's not human, and she built. I'm like,
yeah.
Someone took the time drawing that, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, who made this? Who did this? Yeah, like that's all I remember.
So did you have a reoccurring bad dream?
No, I don't have
bad dreams.
I have like bad dreams, but never like like that. They're like one-offs.
Okay.
Or maybe when I watched A Grudge when I was like 7. And that
So
at a point where I was like, oh, okay, I had like Grudge-esque dreams, but other than that, no, I don't have recurring bad dreams. I just have scenarios. Like there's scenarios where it's like dystopian scenarios, and there's just like a weird hang out with my friends scenario, or there's just weird one-offs. But the one thing I noticed about my dreams though is this might sound a little crazy.
Go on.
I swear my dreams, like I have a lot of deja vu moments, and they're all from my dreams.
Okay.
So you're
I'm psychic.
So it's like a prophecy.
Yeah. We talked about.
No, at first the one off was okay. You know, this is maybe it's just on my head. There's like all times when I'm like I have a deja vu. I'm like, this wasn't just.
I knew this was.
I'm like I dreamt of this.
Whoa. Are they like substantial things or just like small things?
I take them as like key moments. There's like. I don't know. It's one of those ones where it's like they're not big, but I know it's from my dream. And then I take it as an overarching thing. I'm like, I know where this dream led off to, or like what the overarching theme of that dream was. Maybe that's where my direction of my life is going.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds crazy.
Interesting.
Because there's like deja vu theory. It's like if you have deja vu for that moment, it means that like there's a canon moment in your life. Have you guys heard of that theory?
No, never.
No.
So you know how there's like let's say there's like multiple multiverses of you.
Yeah.
But where you have a deja vu is a moment where all those multiverses cross at that same time. So that's why you feel like you lived it, because you would have lived it in multiple versions of you. So that key moment is a canon event, even though it could be something as like, you sipped that cup and you had deja vu. That means you in every verse sipped that cup, but then at some point. Maybe one version of you broke the cup, and one version of you like choked on the water and stuff. But
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
interesting.
I take those moments as
it's just my multiverse Ivans.
I should be doing this.
All the Ivans simultaneously eating the sandwich.
I've been here before.
The guy's like, sir, it's Subway. You've definitely been here before. It's the same Subway you always go to. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, my reoccurring nightmare. I don't know if I've said this on the podcast before, but at my old house, we kind of lived on a hill, and when I had like a little tricycle with training wheels, like me and my parents and my brother would go for like little bike rides around the neighborhood. So my dream was me on my little tricycle at the top of the hill by myself. And I was like started to roll down the hill but couldn't get control, so I just like rolled onto my neighbor's lawn.
Okay.
And I was like stuck on the grass. Like, it was so realistic. I was like stuck on the grass, and I was like trying to like use my legs to like backpedal off. And my neighbor, who I don't think was my actual neighbor, it was just some man playing my neighbor in my dream, was like chopping his like hedges or like cleaning his hedges, and like he sees me on his lawn, comes over and chops my head off. Like he comes over and it's like this, like in my head I'm like watching him, and he like hovers over and like chops my head off, and then I wake up. And I had that dream so many times.
Damn, you gotta move.
I know. We moved. Yeah. I don't know.
Because isn't it like when you die in your dreams it means something?
Yeah, but I would wake up right as he's like about to snip. I think it's if you. Oh wait, maybe. Yeah,
if you die. I don't know. I had times where like I've died in my dream, but I realize I'm dying in my dream. I'm like, psych, I'm not dying anymore.
You're like, JK, take the knife out. You're like, I'm good.
I can fix this.
So you are kind of like aware.
Yeah, I guess dreaming. I am. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, no. My other one was when Temple Run was a thing. Did I tell you guys this?
Oh, that's a sign you're like playing it too long. Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I have one of like the highest scores that I knew of personally. Yeah. Like 13 million or some shit like that. I was like
toilet scores.
It was crazy. Like I was lost in it. Anyway, I think when Temple Run was a thing and I was playing it a lot, I had a dream where I was being chased down these temples and I was like running, and I didn't really know. I think in my mind I was being chased by like some random crazy person, and then I got to like a dead end and turned around and it was just my cousin. Like my best friend and cousin, And she like is approaching me still, like she's still an evil person in this dream. Like once I realize it's her, I'm like, oh shit, it's my cousin trying to kill me. And then she comes over with this like sharp rock thing and like holds it to my head and smashes it into my forehead, and I wake up.
Jeez.
Why do you
Like,
keep
sorry?
dying? What?
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
That's
crazy.
scary. But yeah, it's pretty common to have dreams of, if you're doing things that have continuous patterns, like mostly like games or something like Tetris or something. If you're playing it a lot, you can dream of it. That's pretty common.
Have you died in your dreams before?
I had this one nightmare that like really, really like sticks with me. So I think I was in the military or something, but I just realized I got injured somehow, and I'm in this tent, and I think I am the doctor, and I have to perform surgery on myself to get myself to live, and I can't go under, and there's no painkillers, so I just have to like lie on the table and kind of lean forward and start operating on myself. And it was like a very like graphic dream, and I just remember being absolutely horrified. I woke up and I was just drenched in sweat. I was like, what the heck is happening?
Dude, also like, you know when like people sleepwalk and stuff? Imagine if you just started chopping
Oh.
yourself. Sorry to just add a little layer on that. Actually, that reminds me, and I wonder if this is related, because how old were you when you had this dream?
This was probably maybe 2-3 years ago. So it's fairly recent.
So the reason I'm going to say this is because maybe not you know, but me and my friend Catherine, who's also your girlfriend, who he lives with, love to watch Grey's Anatomy. Like, we watch Grey's Anatomy once a year, like from start to finish. And there's this one really graphic episode where the couple, the woman's pregnant, and like the husband or like baby daddy, I don't really know. Anyway, they're like, she's about to give birth, but there's like a huge storm happening outside, so they can't, like, no ambulances coming, cell service is down. So they're like, hey, we're gonna have to deliver this baby here. But something was wrong where she couldn't have like a normal delivery, so they had to give her a C-section.
A self C-section?
Yeah. And she's like, it's so graphic. Like, every time we get to this episode, like, we're texting each other, like, I have to skip this. Like, I actually can't watch it. But she actually just like the husband, she's like clutching the table. He like tries to like ice her to numb it, and she's like, yep, felt all of that, and he just like cuts right in her, and she starts like screaming. So I wonder if you were like around when that episode was playing, and it just like
embedded in my subconscious. And I hate Grey's Anatomy. Something about it like really puts me on edge.
Yeah,
I haven't really watched the show, but just always the noises in my house when I'm trying to de-stress and I hear hospital noises and screaming all around me. That's like it sets me off. Yeah, makes me very uncomfortable.
That's fair. Well, I think that's the thing, is that if you're not actually watching, you're not getting any of the like richer storyline. You're only hearing
it's just chaos. Trauma. It's just trauma. Yeah.
So it's almost like you either have to watch, or like 0% of it has to enter your sensory.
I kind of like going in like here and there, because my roommate, she watches it too. I understand what Grey's Anatomy is, but half the fun is not knowing, coming in and like, putting it together. I'm like, she fucked him, didn't she? I'm like, nice. I'll be back.
Oh shit, he died? He's dead now? That's crazy.
What? They're not fucking no more? Damn.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, every episode so much happens. Like, you could dip out for 10 minutes, come back, and be like, whoa. Yeah. What's going on here?
Yeah.
I hate it too much for me. It's just like they put in a hat all these different random events, and then they just draw the person and the event. They're like, oh, Billy Bob plane crash, and then that's the whole thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Can't deal with it.
It's the best.
I have this one other dream, and this is like a semi-recurring dream, and it's really weird, but it's like a nice dream. So it's this, imagine just this like stream or like this lake is just going on straight for like miles, and I'm this little like fish person, and there's like meadows on both sides, and there's just like this big tree, and I'm just like, like a dolphin, how they go in and out of the water. I'm just like,
it's an acid.
I'm just like swimming down this like straightaway. It's like the highway for fish.
Is to look down the stream and see dolphin Sean fucking like.
No, it's so funny. It just feels like I could like feel like the wind in my gills, and I'm just like going up and down, like in and out of the water. Yeah, it's so much fun.
Now, Are you like lower half fish?
I'm kind of like.
Or are you just a fish?
Are you like fish with a human face?
Oh, you know, the Zoras in Legend of Zelda. They're like the fish people, so they don't have like mermaid tails. They just kind of look like amphibious
and they're like
humanoid, and they're blue, but they have like fins and stuff.
But you're like.
I'm like a Zora person.
Flying out of the water.
Yeah, I'm like swimming like a dolphin through this just straight lake, and it's just awesome. It's like a sunny day
in the field. Sean's dream goal is to swim down.
Are you like wearing swim trunks, or are you like this naked human fish?
No, I think I have like. I don't know. Like, I've never.
Like Speedos?
Yeah, I have. Clothes. There's no like exposed genitals flapping around in the water. If that's what you're asking.
That's crazy.
Because you know how whenever you try to run in your dreams, you can't run properly.
Yeah.
And there's always a sensation of like, you know, if you're trying to run on the moon and you don't get enough traction because there's not enough gravity, it's kind of like that. Like, but in this dream specifically, I can move quickly the way I want because I'm a little fish guy. It's very freeing.
Would you say that's like your? If you can make one dream a reality, would that be yours? would that be it?
For the sake of the rest of us, please no.
I don't think so. But it is a dream where I have it. I'll be like, that was nice. That was nice.
Wake up, he's like, it's gonna be a good day.
It's gonna be a good day. This is gonna be a good day.
It's like a little snack, you know. It's not like fine dining, but it's like, that's pretty good.
Okay.
It's just his desire to be free.
Yeah.
Like, just let me go.
Know what it means. Yeah.
Mine is just, you can't trust my cousin. And
it's
yours.
Your head is specifically. It's always your head.
Yeah, that's so true.
Like, it's not like, oh, I lost an arm. It's just your head.
Yeah, it's like decapitate her.
Maybe stress.
It's for sure stress.
Maybe stress and like just like.
Please wash my brain. Please. Tap into it. Wash my brain. With warm water, please. Thank you. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Did you see all that was one question? So. Again, you're in for a treat.
we digress really. We just change our name to like ADHD Thoughts.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
It's just the Tangent Club.
Yeah.
All me and Sean send back and forth are videos about ADHD. But it's like him sending me videos of like you relate to them and me sending videos of like you're like this.
I'll be like, this is me for real.
But like I feel like the more that like ADHD is talked about, the more I'll do stuff and be like, do I have it?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like it becomes kind of trendy, and now I'm like, do I have all these things, or do I?
You have ADHD.
You had it before it was a trend. There was this one.
Show.
It's like I forgot when. This was back in high school, and you did an ADHD test. I think you hit like 7 out of 8 like signs and symptoms. You're like, nah, I don't got it, bro. You have it. I think everyone nowadays has. I think a different
it's
severity.
It's always like a spectrum.
But you
have some ADHD. Because there's ADD and there's ADHD.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the H is hyper.
Yeah.
And I think that's you.
Yeah, definitely hyper. Definitely hyper. The candy and energy drinks before the podcast.
Doesn't help. All right. Next question. If you walked out of a store and you accidentally stole something, how expensive of an item would it have to be for you to bring it back?
I'm not bringing it back. The heck? Why? It doesn't matter. Why?
I feel like the more expensive the item, the more unlikely I am to.
This is when I was like thinking about it, I was like, which way would I feel more inclined to bring it back? Like too cheap, I'm like, well, the cheese is mine.
Yeah.
And I've definitely done that. I've definitely for sure.
Singles.
For sure.
I really needed this 8-pack of AA batteries.
Or I think what happens is, this is like really weird, but when I take my like reusable grocery bags, I'll use that as my shopping cart. Like I'll like put things in it and then bring it all to self-checkout. And there will be times where like something will have been like left in the corner that I didn't like take out. Right. And I'll go home and be like, did I scan that? I don't really recall scanning that. But I throw away the receipt, so I can't really tell. But
I do that too.
Yeah, there's just random shit.
Is there in this question, is it more morality? Or is it like, is there a chance like, to get caught?
Do you feel bad, I guess?
Right?
Because then like, I guess it also depends. Right now, I'm thinking cost ratio to how close I am to home.
Yeah, true.
Like, what do you think, they're chasing you?
Well, no, the thing is like, okay,
like, am I gonna go back? You know?
Yeah, like,
no. Let's say you take 2 steps out and you realize you have this.
2 steps out.
2 steps out of the door of the store. You're standing right in front in the parking lot.
How close am I to my car?
Say what you want to say.
You're parked in the handicap.
No, I was just thinking, like, okay, I feel like the threshold point where, like, they would have noticed you stole something, but you could have been like, oh, I didn't even realize it. But if I'm, like, by my car, I didn't even realize it. They probably didn't even realize it. And then by the time I do, if I'm by my car, I'm like, oh, crap. I was wearing the Louis Vuitton shirt the whole time that I stole. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm going home because they didn't realize it either.
It's the perfect crime.
Yeah, but if it's like, especially if I'm at home already, it's locked in. Okay,
let me start giving you a few scenarios then, because I feel like, as you're talking, I'm like thinking of random scenarios where I'm like, holy fuck, like I should probably bring that back. Yeah. Number one, let's say you go, for some reason, you're the one getting an engagement ring, and you're like trying on engagement rings.
Right.
Let's say it's for you though.
Okay.
But it's like a fat diamond. And you're like trying them on, and you were trying on a few, and you like everything was getting crazy, and then you're like, all right, thanks, I'm gonna think about it. You walk out, you still have one on your finger. Are you leaving with that like fucking fat diamond ring and being like, well, they didn't notice either, but they will notice.
They will notice. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Right? Yeah. So it's like, I think that's where it comes into where you're like, wait, what is the consequence if?
That makes, the ring makes it, only because I feel like the price tag and everything, like, they would probably call or try to reach you for it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Like that, or like, even if like, you know, when, it's like what if you checked your bank account one day and you had an extra, like, 5 G's by accident, would you call the bank or would you just wait and see? Like, I think they're gonna notice. Someone's gonna notice once you're at that scale.
Yeah.
Then like you might as well just say it because you know you're not gonna get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it depends. No, they're pretty good.
But what if they might not have your phone number? Like they might have nothing. You just walked in there being like, hey, I just want to try on some rings on my finger. They have nothing.
Yeah.
You just can't go back to that store.
Yeah.
But then also they got cameras. They can file a police report. They can find you pretty easily.
Yeah. But I guess it would be. You could. Oh damn! I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think of like my way to scheme this, right? Like,
so.
My evil twin brother.
You could know because then you could be like,
I walked in with this.
Like you got in there, you left, and you didn't realize it, and then they filed a police report. Like, wait, I did that? Because then they would check the cameras, and it wasn't like you were like.
Yeah,
it was very like, oh, thanks. You said thanks. You had an interaction with it. You walked away.
But also, that's kind of like a lot of really good theft is like that.
That's true.
Like you're sneaky like that. People aren't just like. That's not the vibe. Okay, like another scenario, like you're at the Apple store.
Okay.
And like you brought in your iPad and you're like, oh, I just want to see if I should get a new one. I want to compare it to another one, and you like bring home the new one by accident. It's like not tethered or something.
But then they have your old one. They got paper trail.
Okay, so really your dilemma is like, can they catch me or not?
Yeah, purely.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like that's my concern. It's always, can I get caught or will I get fined?
Like kind of, but I think for the ring situation, I'm like, holy fuck, like that's a bit. Like I should probably bring that back.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I don't know why the ring does scream bring back. Only because.
It's because you don't see value in it. You're like it's hard to imagine you being like, oh, I want this.
Yeah. And also, I feel like. It's such
what if it's like a sick watch?
Oh, is it like a little rolly? Or
yeah.
I might run away with that. I'm like, oh, you snooze, you lose. You didn't realize.
Oopsie. I came in with this again.
Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah.
I just want to think like the level, because also if you steal something, then someone else gets blamed, someone gets fired. I've just ruined someone's.
For sure.
Where if it's like Walmart or something.
Ruin that store, like what if they had to make that sale?
Like a mom and pop shop, for sure, bring it back. Right? Family-owned establishment. If it's like some giant corporation, I'm like, you ain't gonna miss it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm taking this cheese.
the cheese.
The man clips his
I've definitely stolen cheese before by accident.
But I feel like also the item depends. I don't know why food.
Yeah, it does.
Food, I'm kind of like food. I'm taking.
Dude, it's going bad anyway.
Clothes.
True.
Clothes, I don't know why clothing feels less bad than jewelry.
I know it does.
Jewelry seems too heisty.
Yeah, jewelry does.
But clothes, I'm like, I guess I somehow forgot to take off the t-shirt that I was trying on in the change room.
Okay, so what if you tried it on, you didn't really like it, but then you accidentally ended up stealing it? Are you bringing it back? It's something you won't even wear.
See, the thing is now I'm like, what shirt did I leave behind there?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, let's assume you're not leaving anything behind. Like,
I somehow just took everything with me?
Yeah. Like, you, had a brain fart and put your shirt over the shirt that you were trying on.
If it's a shirt I didn't care about, I'll probably bring the shirt back. I would.
Yeah.
But if it's like something kind of like, kind of like it. Kind of nice. Yeah. I'd probably keep it. Yeah, I'd keep it.
Like a nice pair of sunglasses. Yeah. You're like, oh, these are really nice. You put it on your head. You're like, oh, yeah, I'll think about it. Walk out. No one notices.
I don't know.
Like,
that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. I feel bad. I feel like part of me is like some kind of karmic force is gonna come get me. But I'd be like, damn, these are some gentle monsters on my head right now.
You know,
oh yeah,
what really plays a factor for me as well, which kind of goes into your mom and pop versus like a big corporation, but like how good of a customer service experience did I get in that store? Because like if I had like a connection with the sales associate or whatever, and they were so nice to me, I'm not fucking stealing
That's
this
so
thing.
true.
That's true.
Like if I walked into the Apple store and I had some like dig ass person and I like somehow got away with a sample iPhone, I'm like, yo, that's what you get.
Yeah. Or if I got no customer service and I just,
right. I'm like, I am, but then you're like a thief.
No, I mean,
no one talked to you.
No one talked to me. I didn't realize it. You know, it's not my fault.
That's true. If you can associate a face with the action, then the guilt will come in harder.
Because then they also like perceived you, right? They're like, yo, I thought we had.
I thought we had a thing.
Yeah. Did you just rob me like that? Dang.
It's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Or like maybe a better way of looking at it. Actually, this is different. I was gonna say like a scenario where you like forget to pay for something and like you leave. So like a meal, or like you didn't settle your tab at the bar and you leave. Or you like, nice.
No, I'm going back. I'm going back every time.
Maybe this is like a restaurant because you're in business, but it's like you're actually
fucking someone over.
Exactly.
Badly, because then usually like service something have to pay out of pocket.
Totally.
I've been on like the other side of that. Yeah, that's why for that I'm like, no, can't do it.
Yeah. Because then it feels like once you get more of a face, like you got served and everything.
Like you're paying for that person to do stuff versus this shirt.
Daddy Bezos doesn't know who I am. Like I don't like, you know,
you never saw me.
You never saw me.
Versus someone cooked this meal for me and I got to sit down, like take my time, enjoy it.
Minimum wage.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
Food is personal.
So I think it's like item, degree. And then, depends.
Yeah, as soon as it becomes, like, humanized, you're like, shit, I can't do that.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
You brought up a good point, though. I think the more I want the item, the more likely I would probably not bring it back. But if it's something I really didn't care, or even if it was, like, a nice pair of sunglasses, but I would never wear it, I'd just bring it back. It's not even worth it. Like, the juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Yeah, because then it's that bad karma for something you don't even really need. It's not worth it.
There's something which... Okay, this is a funny story, which hopefully doesn't get me in trouble. But basically, me and my boyfriend and my family went to the States, and there's like a new rule that you can't like bring alcohol over if you haven't been there for 48 hours or more. So we had only been there for, I think, just under 48 hours, and we had
47 and a half.
Yeah, like something wild or whatever. And then we realized this. We've already bought the alcohol, and we're like, oh shit. And like everyone in the car is like, it's fine. Just like bring it over. The worst case that happens is like they duty you. You have to pay like up to 50% of the cost of the alcohol. And I was like, okay, great. And he's like, go across the border. And he's like obviously asking like, do you have anything to clear? And like as soon as he says that, my like heart drops. I'm feeling so fucking guilty. I'm like, oh my God. And whoever was answering, my dad maybe was like, nope. And I was like, I was like, no. But I just remember like immediately feeling like sweaty. Like I was like, oh God.
He caught us.
So I can only imagine. I think it's something to do with like lying. Like I really don't like lie. I think because my mom is also a big like I can never lie kind of person. So I take that trait from her. So I don't know, like, I feel like hypothetically, I'm like, oh yeah, I could totally just walk out with a piece of clothing or whatever. But I almost feel like I'd be like, I don't know what I did. I'm so sorry. Go running back in. So hypothetically, I'm taking that shirt, but realistically,
talk a big game.
Yeah,
I'm running right back.
You know what? Like, what if it's one of those those prank shows? Not prank shows, but it's one of those.
Oh, they're like, what would you do?
Yeah. But it's like if you did the right option, like you win $1 million.
Oh yeah, true.
I just always have that thought in my head because I'm like, what if this is a test?
Yeah, right.
What if I'm cheating myself out of $1 million for this, but $50 shirt or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or like, I don't know. My mind always goes to like, what if they're just waiting for me to take 4 more steps and then they're going to tackle me to the ground? I'm like, what if this was the last step that they were like, if she turns around now, everything's fine. But if she takes 7 more steps, we're calling the cops.
They're on the call. I'm like, she took 1, 2.
Right? Get her.
She's only at 3.5. We gotta wait.
I'm just thinking about that what would you do show. Like, now that I think of it, imagine just going throughout your day, just trying to live like normal, and then someone puts you in a morally compromising situation and then televises it to everyone.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, we're going to challenge you and you're wrong, and now everyone in America knows.
Yeah, that you're a bad person.
That's crazy.
No.
And then would you do just like, at least from what I've seen, they're pretty like okay ass. It's like a girl or a guy's like needing help changing their tire. Do you help? And it's like the one person who does, you win $1 million.
Damn.
Like that, but then everyone who walked by, you look like an ass.
Yeah, like you're a
like
dick.
You're
shit,
an ass.
yeah.
It's not even that hard. You know? It wasn't like save the baby from the burning building.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't know how.
You could just try. It's like the fact that the gesture, you know,
Yeah.
you walk by, you're like, you need help with that? I can try Googling.
I can call someone for
Yeah,
you.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
That actually brings me to another question that I didn't write down, but I feel like I also saw this on the internet, and it was like a moral dilemma question of if you were the only witness to your sibling having accidentally killed someone, would you confess or like keep that under wraps? And the comments were so funny. Like some of them were like, I ain't no snitch.
I know.
Some of them were like, if I was the only witness, did I really see it? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then there were some that were like, okay, well, it's tough because, you know, one family's already like lost a family member. Why do I gotta lose mine too? Like, is that helpful? Like, what is? But then it's also like, does that give that family more closure? And like, because the key part is your sibling accidentally killed them. But they don't say what that means. Like, is that like
sentence for manslaughter or something? Like,
yeah, I guess they would. They would.
right?
Yeah. Because it's accidentally like I like drop something off my balcony by accident and like smush someone, or is it accidentally like
Oh no, not my home anvil that I keep on the balcony.
or is it like accidentally I served peanuts to somebody who has like or is it accidentally I was like I don't think you could,
driving.
Yeah, right. I don't know if you could call that accidental though.
Yeah, that's not accidental. I feel like accidentally killing someone. Yeah,
Yeah, it has to be like really like oh fuck, like I did not expect that to happen.
I'm even trying. How do you accidentally kill someone?
I just picture like one person like slipping, something flies in the air, hits another thing, a bowling ball rolls down the stairs.
Yeah, like
attached to a knife.
Yeah.
The peanut one makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
the peanut one was the best example I could think of.
Like, you.
Yeah.
I don't know. You
I don't know.
Like, how do you accidentally start like
a chain of events?
fire?
Yeah.
There's probably like so many things like that. I mean, I haven't looked into it, but like so many cases like that where it's like you killed them, but it was accidental, and then do they still get charged? Or they not? Like, I wonder.
Yeah.
What if it was like, so they have a gun for some reason, they're just shooting it in the air, and then like hundreds
Someone
of
just
miles
happened to be
away,
flying.
it just
Yeah, the guy's like, what if I just do this rock really high right now? Hits an old man like 30 feet away behind a tree that you didn't see or something.
Dude, yeah, or like I don't know, something crazy where like you're holding something and you trip and fall and it like rolls in front of a car and the car like hits into it and it's like, you know, like it could be a whole a whole weird series of events.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be like just so dumbfounded. I'd be like, And then just like, I don't know about
You
that.
witnessed
Like
that?
if it was like an
traumatizing.
innocent accident, I think instinctually I would probably just call like 911 right away. Because
Yeah.
You'd
internally,
be like, you're gonna be fine.
you're gonna be fine, you know. Because
Right.
like if it was like my brother tripped on the curb of an edge and then the car swerved and like hit a pole and they died, I'd be like you know, that's
Yeah,
accident,
that's true. That's
right?
true.
Like,
Like,
yeah.
what's
call
the
it-
likelihood that you're getting arrested?
Yeah.
Plus, you're
Yeah.
gonna try to save the person
Save the
too.
person.
Like
Yeah,
unless they're like,
that's true.
they got clearly decapitated or something, you're gonna be like, okay, 911.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking like I don't know why it sounds terrible, but it'd be the only thing where in my head I'm thinking my brother or sister accidentally killed someone, and then they'd like where I would probably maybe have a moral dilemma. It'd be
"Let's
like
run."
it'd be like he busts into the house like, bro, I just accidentally hit someone with my car. It was dark and like I turned
Yeah.
right really fast and I didn't see them crossing the street because we're all black. I'd be like,
Don't tell me that shit.
did you call help and like drive away at least? Like
He's like, no, I just drove away. I came
I
straight
came to
home.
you because I didn't know what to do. I'd be like, I don't know what to do either.
You just put your AirPods in.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't hear that. Leave
I
my
am
house.
not an accomplice.
Yeah, you know. But then I feel like even then too, like yo, we gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so tough because
It's
like,
tough.
because in that one I feel like that's a coin toss.
I know,
that
that is.
situation
Because you don't have all the information, too.
Yeah.
But you're
it's-
like, you heard them say, like, they confessed to you.
Yeah.
Then what do you do? Like, you
What do
weren't
you-
an eyewitness,
Yeah.
but they just told you that this is what happened. Are you like, okay, no problem? But I think that's also, like, in that case for me, because I wasn't there to witness it, I would be more privy to being like, we need to call someone, because in my mind, I'm like, they're going to catch you. Like, they're going to find you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
like,
exactly.
There's probably cameras.
Like,
There's
do the
probably
right
all
thing.
these
Do the right
things.
thing.
Like, they're going to catch you anyway. It's going to be like a huge headache.
You might as well.
You might as well do it.
Yeah.
Versus, like, if you're in the situation and you can clearly see that, like, that it's going to be fine. Or, like, I think that's easier to make the call then.
Yeah.
But you would still tell them. So, basically, your answer is we're snitching.
Yeah, we're good people.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like you gotta snitch. Yeah.
I feel like that would eat me alive. Like, if I can't walk out with a shirt, like, I can't do that.
See, that's like the same question. It's like the one where if you saw your homie or your best girl that is a friend cheat on their partner and you're kind of already friends with their partner, do you snitch?
Oh, that's tough. But we've talked about that before, right?
Have we talked about?
I think we have.
might
I think we
have.
have.
It's like the same feeling. You're like,
I think it's like you
It's-
pressure them into doing
Yeah,
the right
you
thing.
gotta- you
So
gotta do it.
Yeah.
But
it's
I
like,
I
don't put this on me. This is you.
It's
I
not
don't
on
wanna
me.
do it.
It's
Yeah.
not on me.
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna tell you that I don't respect your choices.
Yeah. What you did was we did talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What you did was bad.
Yeah. And
You're a
terrible
bad,
person.
bad man.
Yeah.
Would you ever like if your friend was like always cheating on their girlfriend and you like respected their girlfriend and stuff? Let's just assume they're your guy friend. Sorry for
Yeah.
using. Anyway, would that like affect your perception of your friend? Like, would you be like, dude, if you keep doing this, like, I don't know if I can be friends with you because we don't have the same values?
Yeah, but like, why are you still in that relationship? Like, something's not working. You're not doing things.
But what I'm saying is, would it affect your relationship with that person, like your friend, between you and your friend, if you were like, if you were like, dude, I don't approve of this, and they're like, yeah, I know, I should stop, and then they do it again and again and again, and you're like, dude,
Yeah.
what the fuck's wrong with you?
I would.
Or is it just like, oh,
probably-
that's just
just
them.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
It's always Jimmy.
it's always.
Goddamn Jimmy.
Goddamn Jimmy, not again. Yeah, I'd probably like try to stick clear of that person a little bit, even though they could be great in other aspects. I'm like, you have some
Some issues.
demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want to
yeah.
be associated with those demons.
It's like self-destructive acts, you know?
Yeah.
Because then just like, at what point then they're like, oh, everyone knows who Jimmy is now.
I know. And it's like, it does kind of trickle into your life. Because, like, if you have a partner and, like, you're associated with someone who, like, does all these things, like, your partner would probably be like, you're hanging around this person who loves to
Yeah.
cheat on their partner. Like, that kind of makes me feel a little something.
Boys' night doesn't hit the same anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, like, does it, like, trickle into, like, a group type reputation of, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't date those people.
Yeah, not Jimmy and Co.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about any of them, but that Jimmy guy.
Sorry if your name is Jimmy. Should have said John Doe. That would have been.
Jimmy. I don't know why Jimmy just comes to my
head. I know. It's always Jimmy.
So
no, I don't either.
Actually, no, never mind. I do know Jimmy. He's not like
Next.
that. He's not like that.
Jimmy, you're safe. It's all good. Yeah. But if you are cheating on your girlfriend, you better watch.
Jimmy, we're on to you.
We're disappointed. Okay, this next one I'm really curious about because, I mean, you guys went to the same high school. So it doesn't have to be high school, but, like, what was the scandal in your, like, elementary school or high school that, like, stuck in your brain? I'll go first to maybe give you, like, some context. So in elementary school, there was this girl, I'm not going to name any names, but there was this girl who transferred in like 7th grade. So and I think she might have been like a year older. And again, these are all like hearsay things. Like I wasn't there, but also this rumor spread real fast. Anyways, I went to a pretty like low key elementary school where like nothing happened. Like I feel like all the kids were super sheltered. Anyways, this girl comes in and she's like a bit more like alternative. Can definitely tell she doesn't give a fuck. Like doesn't care about authority. Is just like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. She got all, and she's like hot. So let's just preface.
So this is elementary school?
This is elementary school, but I feel
so she's grade 7 hot.
She's grade 7 hot, but I also feel like she might have been grade 8. Like age grade 8, but was like maybe held back held back. And I feel like she had like kind of hit puberty vibes. Like she was starting to like get a little chesty and she was wearing things that were not a grade 7
juicy tracksuits.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. So like naturally all the guys were like obsessed with her. I don't know how this happened, but she like got the guys to like pretend like they were her dogs. And would like literally like crawl on the ground and she would like hold like leashes.
And like real leashes or like imaginary?
They might have been imaginary, but I also kind of feel like there were actual leashes. Like in my head there's actual leashes, but I don't know what she was using for that. And there would be like 3 guys or whatever like crawling around. That's crazy! I remember them being like a group of them. Anyway, that isn't even the scandal. Bozzy, quiet on set, please. I'm telling a very scandalous story.
That's crazy.
He's like, this is crazy.
He's like, dogs?
That wasn't even the scandal, but that just came up in my head. Because that was, like, real. Like, I saw that with my own 2 eyes.
Like, they were on all fours?
They were on all fours, like, barking and shit. And she would, like, give them, like, little treats and shit.
Like, you got a rainbow belt.
And I was like, I need to know, like, were teachers watching this being like, this is the wackest shit I've seen in all my years.
Bro. They're using their imagination. And they're sharing.
Bro,
anyways,
I'll shoot a TikTok.
The scandal is that she apparently is like a girl boss entrepreneur because the rumor was that she was like going behind the school and flashing guys for $5.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle.
She probably made hella dollars.
Yeah.
And like all you had to do was just like a little. I mean, she was a child, but you know.
But I guess to other guys her age.
And $5 when you're in grade 7
goes a long way.
A lot of money.
That's lunch for
25-cent candies. That was the thing back then. You could get a lot of candy.
5 slices of pizza.
Dude, yeah. And that's burned in my brain forever. I'm like, whoa.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like we had something okay, so for people who don't know, Sean and I went to the same elementary school and high school. We've just known each other our whole lives, pretty much. I'm thinking of one elementary school where, obviously no names, but remember she was just like, she openly was saying she had like 3 abortions already. And she was sleeping with older guys. Grade 7.
Oh my god.
And she was on birth control. It was like, I should really take birth control. And it was like a thing, and she was, and I don't know if it was a rumor or scandal because she was openly saying it. And she was sleeping with older guys.
Oh,
and she's like, yeah, I've had 4 abortions already.
When you say older, like what's older?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know, but we were young. Like this is like not it.
Dang.
But that's what I thought of when you start bringing up elementary school. And then the whole flashing thing. It wasn't our high school, but another high school. It's like they were known as Dome Squad.
Oh no.
And apparently it was just it wasn't just one girl, but it was like a unit of them.
Oh.
And apparently the theory is
that's a business.
Yeah. apparently it was only $5 as well. I don't know who came up with these margins and like why, but apparently you knew they were in business. Apparently there's like 4 girls and they were in business if they're wearing like a certain hat, and you would go up to them. But I don't. It's like a mythical legend because it wasn't just.
It's not confirmed nor denied by like a lot of people. Okay. It's like just kind of like everyone knew about it, but no one knew who.
Like traveled really fast.
But it's weird because like it'd be like guys from that school's football team. They all like confirmed it.
Right.
But then we had like one of our friends who went to that school. He's like, I wasn't even wanting it. I just wanted to know, and he spent his whole like 5 years at that. Who went to that school trying to see like, is it you? Is it you? Do you look like you suck dick for $5?
$5 is crazy.
$5.
Okay, so my girl had it right. Like all she had to do was lift her shirt for $5.
Oh yeah,
she didn't have to do anything.
Like that.
No touchy.
That's like 2 seconds.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, there could have been more. I don't know. But
still.
that was the spark notes that I got.
But like,
dude.
Welcome to season 2.
Scary dreams and scandal.
Yeah, but that's probably.
That should be our title.
Yeah.
Future Sean. Scary dreams and scandal. Thank you.
Scary dreams and scandal. What's that? I just think it was the Skrillex song.
Scary monsters and nice sprites, I think. Oh my god!
I don't know that song.
I'll play it for you later.
Okay.
But
you don't have to.
So that's probably. Like, can you think of any other one? I feel like there's a lot that happens to our school.
I feel like I can think of a couple, but I feel like I don't know what the restrictions on. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think I definitely know some from our school that they're not rumors. They're hard facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want someone to be listening from our school and be like,
Yeah.
Exactly. I know. I also have a few extra, and I'm like, I can't say that.
Yeah.
One that is like allowed to be said, I guess. It wasn't really like a scandal, but it was kind of sad. There was this one class that was just full of the most annoying kids, like the chirpiest. Like if you got all like the class clowns and like all the disruptors in one room and you put them all together, that was that class. And it went they were in a classroom where the teacher was the nicest ever, like super motivated, like always like treating everyone with like so much respect and kindness. And then after that class, she just quit and became a realtor. Yeah, because they were so bad. Were you in that class?
I was part of the reason why she left.
I was like, this is sparking a memory.
We're talking about elementary school.
Yes, that was here. Sean was like in the other class.
I
was 6-7 split in that class.
Oh my god.
It was specifically the grade 6. It was actually really bad.
Realtors probably more financially stable, maybe in Vancouver.
But she was teaching for a long time, and like she was the nicest. No, she was super nice, super great, like kindest teacher ever. And I remember.
What'd you do to her?
I don't know. It wasn't me, but there was an event that encapsulated it all. But everything leading up to it wasn't me. It was like 2 kids, I think. But yeah, I remember like, you know what? Every year you're like, who's my teacher in elementary school? I got her. I'm like, this is lit because I heard so many good things about her. It was almost like she's super nice, like almost like the easiest class. If anything, you had the tougher teacher.
Yeah, we did.
I lucked out. It was like a draw. You either got the teacher who would like dump your desk if it was too messy, or you got my teacher who's chill. And then. But it was a 6-7 split, but they put like the worst of the people in our grade into that class.
If you Avenger the Avengers here, you just assembled all of them.
Yeah. Annoying human, it was just bad. But like one of the kids, for example, he like had like this belt that he would like just take off, and there's this one girl who she was a normal girl, but the uniqueness thing about her, she was allergic to everything. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So like,
I feel like every elementary school usually has like one person who has bad allergies.
Yeah, she was like allergic to like gluten, berries. Like her lunches were like.
It's like glue.
Like.
Oh no, arts and crafts.
Like her lunches were vermicelli noodles and bread. Like, that's what it was. But anyway,
I thought she was allergic to gluten as well.
It was like some kind of bread. I don't know. Gluten-free bread, maybe like keto. I don't know. It was a really sad lunch. Anyways, that like inadvertently ISO'd her in a way But it wasn't like she didn't have friends. It just labeled her as something.
Yeah.
And this guy was an asshole. But he just made it his own duty. He was like, I'm gonna go and harass this girl. And what he would do is he'd take off his belt. And like, you know when you take a belt, you go like this, and it makes that loud clacking noise. He would like go to her and watch recess, and he'd like, "Hey, blah blah blah, you should go on a date with me." Keep doing that. He'd do that. He like brought a knife to school and started like stabbing the walls.
That's like sick. Like
No,
that's
like,
like you need to be.
Yeah,
You need some serious help.
Yeah. I'll tell you who it is later because it all adds up to it down the road. But anyways, so he did that. So that was like that was one layer of. Now this is trying to deal with this guy. And that was bad. And then there's just like another group of them that would always just they were the kids who just didn't care about school and mess around and talk, and that's fine. But they would talk back to there's like this talk backers.
Yeah.
So there's one kid who was like, okay, the principal's like, you got to deal with him. Then there's talk backers that added to her stress, and then the icing on top was, I guess there's just this one person who was unanimously kind of bullied at her school. It was really bad, and it was just this one thing where it was amongst like everyone, all the grade 6s in that class. Like I was in grade 6 that year. It was just this ongoing thing. It was like at the end of like recess and lunch, it'd be like last one to the door is X person, and then so you'd be like booking it, and it got really out of hand where like the principal heard, everyone heard, and then that person heard, they're like, hey, why are you doing this? And then that became a whole talk. And it was after that year that she became a realtor.
Yeah, it was a rough year. I can't imagine.
I felt really bad.
Dude.
I had the chill class.
Yeah, you had the good class that was doing stuff. I was like, yeah, no, that was bad. But yeah,
Was like your elementary school relatively chaotic or relatively chill?
It was. Yeah, I thought it was really normal and like pretty good, but then there were a couple people that like caused big disruptions for the teachers.
Because our school was actually a highly like community athletic school. Like we had kids like raising some like the highest numbers for jump rope for heart, and like our school athletic was like super high for elementary school within the Burnaby area. Like it was good. Yeah, no, and then we just had like a weird pocket of kids, but
ruined it for the rest.
Yeah,
tough. All right, I have a guess of who that was. I'm not gonna say it. What? I mean, I don't really watch a lot of reality TV shows, but what's a reality show you think you could win? Or like be really good at?
You're worried. I'm
No, you make the first jump and be like, oh, it's over.
The Singles Inferno count?
Dude, I feel like I'd be really good at Love is Blind.
I want to do, like, I think those trash shows, Love is Blind and Singles Inferno, because one, all the girls I like on Singles Inferno, they never choose. I'm going to, is Inferno the good one? And Inferno, I'm going to Inferno every time, because clearly the girl I like is never taken.
Yeah.
We're just going to bond, we're going to vibe.
Yeah.
Love is Blind, I'm already half blind. Like, I'm there.
I feel like I could talk my way.
I could do it.
To the end. As long as they're chill.
Yeah.
It's more on them, I feel like. But I feel like I feel confident about talking skills.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where at the end you can either take the money or choose the person? There's no money. It's either you get married.
You're just getting married.
Damn.
Like it's True Love is that show. So I'm not like super inclined.
I don't want to win.
I do want to win something cool, like money or something. Yeah. But if there was money, I think I'd do well on that one.
Yeah. If there was money, I think I'd do well. Like Singles Inferno, I think I'd do well.
Can't think of a single game show that I would be good at.
Family Feud. I think I'd be decently okay at that. I'd be really bad at Jeopardy. Like, fuck that.
Oh, yeah. Jeopardy is crazy.
I don't understand. I'm
Jeopardy. The knowledge check games are tough.
Yeah.
Because, like,
any trivia, can't do it.
Give me like Wheel of Fortune. That's, I want to spin that wheel. That looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
Depends on, like, the thematic, If they're, like, Gen Z phrases or something, I think I could probably nail that one, Or, like, some movies. But, yeah, I'm trying to think what it was.
Price is Right. That'd be pretty fun.
Price is Right.
Oh, there's no way I get that.
No, I wouldn't win, but I'd be there having a good time.
Yeah.
I want to know what think you'd be good at.
I'm locking in Singles Inferno.
Well, Love is Blind.
How do you win a dating show, though? That's the thing.
I think exceptional choice.
Thinking about like the average of what you've seen on the show already, do you objectively think that you offer more than some of the people that have been on them, or not? I feel like that's kind of how I'm.
But I feel like the only winners are like the producers of the show, and they win by getting the most intense storylines, right?
Yeah.
So you just need to go in and like stir some shit,
Well,
and that's a win.
You're a producer's dream.
Afterward, the producer's just gonna quit. He's like, I can't do this anymore.
I'm gonna make them become a realtor. Yeah, no, I would go on and just turn boring dialogue into something crazy, just for fun.
Yeah, I feel like I could add like heartfelt storylines to it from like sharing my own personal experiences of random shit. But like it would be nothing crazy, but I would just like make it really dramatic.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single show still.
I feel like you would also do good on singles.
You'd be like, hey, let me cut these potatoes for you. I'm really good at cutting kiwis.
Josh spends the whole week just turning potatoes into vodka on the island.
Watch this.
Doesn't even care about any of the other contestants.
I was watching this one show because my girlfriend, she loves watching a bunch of just trash reality TV.
Dude, she watches The Circle. That's how bad it is. The ones where they'd like try and catfish each other.
What? That's a show?
I've never
Like,
watched
I don't get any of these shows, but there was one show where there was this big mansion, and there was a couple people in the mansion, and then there was a couple people who were basically camping like outside the mansion, and they'd be eating like, it was just like kind of like rice and like camping food, but they were acting like they were getting tortured. They're like, it's been 48 hours, and I'm just like, that sounds like a kind of a nice vacation, you know? And then they had to like vote every week into who would be living in the mansion and who would be like camping outside. But I was just looking, and they're all being like really dramatic. I was like, oh, that looks pretty chill.
That is.
Yeah, I was like, I don't get it. I don't get the appeal to it. Just doesn't seem like a show I would want to be on.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, there's you see that one like old Reddit post, and it's like the show where it's like it's the game show of like 8 dudes live in a house, but there's 7 gay guys and 1 straight guy. And the straight guy has to pretend to be gay. But the catch-22 is none of them are gay. But they're all trying to like I bet you're not.
That's so
I feel like that'd be a good show.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that'd be great.
That's funny.
I feel like if that was a real show, you'd do great.
There's the shows now. It's like a little show on YouTube where it's the people in the box.
The
Jubilee one, and they vote for like the mole, or they vote for the person pretending.
Person,
yeah,
the Asian person.
That sounds fun.
That
sounds fun.
Yeah, those ones are fun. I love that reference. The one where it's like the non-gay guy in front of the gay guys, and it's like the Asian dude, and then he makes it through. And he's like, you guys didn't pick the mole. He's like, thank God, I'm practicing for this shit for weeks. Like most crop top. Yeah. I asked all my gay homies, like, what should I say? What should I do? It was so funny.
I honor the commitment.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that show, The Mole. Did you ever watch that?
Which one's The Mole?
It's on Netflix. Catherine introduced it to me, but it was like one person is assigned as the mole at the beginning of the show, and like throughout the show, the mole will be given like tasks to do that will like remove, like they're basically collecting money or something, and the mole will go in and like disturb that and like steal some of the money or whatever. But it'll be like in the middle of the night, and like you will never know who it is, and they're all kind of like sussed out, like who's the mole, like that's something the mole would say or whatever. But then you're also doing a bunch of challenges that like revolve around like teamwork and whatever, and that mole is like working with you to try and prove that they're not the mole.
Oh, this show!
Yeah, that long hair guy.
Oh man, no, I fucking hated this show. Catherine made me watch it with her. So imagine people are playing The Amazing Race, and it's just one person just being a fuckhead.
Yeah, one person's like.
Like I entered the season like mostly done, so I didn't get all the build up, and Catherine was just hyping the show up to me so much. And then I get in, and they're like in the Arctic, and they have these sleds, and they're putting these big ice blocks full of money on the sled, and you just see like this one person, he's like trying to like bring these huge blocks of ice, and the mole is just behind them like taking the ice blocks off the sled and throwing them off, and I was just like, what am I watching here? This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
No, it was actually a good show.
No, not at all.
Everyone puts it all together.
And he's like, oh no, it slipped off on the ice.
No, but I think there was an added I'm not gonna say this correctly, but I feel like there was an added complexity where like certain people would get like certain tasks that would make them look sus also. Like I feel like it wasn't the actual mole that was doing that. I can't remember though. It was a long time.
I hated that show.
I thought it was good.
Oh man.
Comment down below if you like the mole.
Okay.
But it never came back with the second season, so it must have not been a fan fave.
They all went to work in real estate.
What? That's just the new default.
I'm just gonna go work in real estate.
So funny.
You know what? I feel like
work in real estate now.
selling Sunset. I mean, obviously, I don't have to get my fucking like realtor's license and stuff, but I kind of feel like I'd be good at that.
Don't they just not actually sell houses on selling Sunset?
No, I know. But I feel like if you gave me all the credentials, I feel like I could romance a house.
I feel like you'd be good at it.
Yeah, I feel like
you'd be good at it.
This. Look at this fucking house.
I think you would be too, Ivan. I feel like you'd make a strong realtor if you're committed to it.
Yeah.
Like it would take everything I had in me.
Yeah,
like I'd go home at night and be like, I want to.
Like I hated.
Yeah,
I hated that.
That drained everything.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be fun to sell to like a certain kind of person, you know.
I know. You almost have to be...
I want to like cherry pick my clients because they'd be like, "Yo, bro, check out that."
I know. For me, it's like I care more about what the house. Like if I have like a shitty house, I can't sell it. I'm like, look at this house. But if I could be on like selling Sunset where I'm selling these like millions and millions dollar houses, like $28 million house that's like on the fucking hills, Hollywood Hills and whatever, and like the view's crazy, infinity pool, there's like doors that open automatically, like I'm selling that house.
Yeah, true.
And getting that 6-figure commission.
Because I think like with that too, you're almost painting a picture where it's like, check out this 600 square foot bedroom den.
There's only one window and it doesn't open. Yeah.
You know, 2 years old.
Because I feel like at that point you're just the person to like facilitate. You're not like selling a lifestyle or like you're not like selling the features of a home. You're just answering any question they might have about submitting an offer or not submitting an offer.
But I'm sure there's like actual really good realtors out there who
I know.
watching this. They're like,
there's more to it.
And I'm sure there is, guys.
There sure is.
That's why I'm not in real estate.
But I don't want to do that one.
I want to do the fun one.
Yeah. And then the big ones are probably like, you do not want to do that.
Actually, I heard like the luxury home ones is the toughest market.
Dude, you probably sell like maybe one house like every year, 2 years.
But you're getting like 5% or 10% of like a
like you get like
a
crazy salary as soon as you do it, but then you never know when your next one's gonna be.
Yeah, exactly.
And like there's a lot. I mean, depending on if you're, I guess, part of a broker or not, but like you're putting a lot of money into trying to sell these houses too. So like either your companies are doing it, or like, exactly, and
arrange
like
open houses,
like doing all that stuff. Yeah.
So. But on service, fun.
TV is sick. On TV, I could do it. I could wear like a nice little cute outfit and be like, check out this pool.
Check out this place.
Let's head to the primary.
Yeah.
See that?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's what? It's like the master bedroom, but you can't say master bedroom anymore. It's a little.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it like obviously derives from like when slaves were a thing. So.
Oh, is that actually where it came from?
Yeah, like the
I never connected.
Yeah, I never connected either.
That. Holy, that makes sense. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's primary bedroom.
Because in my head, I don't know why I just thought like master was like the main
just the
bedroom,
biggest one,
the biggest one. Like you know when you think master, like this is big, like king, you know, like king.
But
master
exactly. My master.
I guess the king.
From the king. Okay,
I never. It's just to me those became adjectives of large.
Yeah.
Not what the word connotates. Just to me
neither.
That's just another word for big.
It's like let's go to the mega bedroom. That's so much more fun.
The mega bedroom. It's like half a square foot bigger than the other one. The mega bedroom.
That should be a new game show of trying to sell this house but use off adjectives. So this is the ultra bedroom.
It's not the infinity pool, the never-ending pool.
This is the acquaintance washroom.
Not the foyer, but where the mail lands.
They're pretty good. That reminds me of the one show. Like it's like a comedy skit where it's the three dudes and the guy in the earpiece, and they just.
Oh yeah.
They just have to say.
I don't know how they
the
do
most
that.
Unhinged things.
No, I don't know how they do that. Even when, like the interviewers too, when they're like interviewing like a celebrity and they're telling them what to say, like I would burst out into laughter. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, like this chemistry. I know they're allowed to say no, but they like lose points amongst themselves when they don't. But some of them are crazy. It's like clearly an African American person, and then they're just like all of them are white dudes. It's like now say. I love the color black or something like that.
God, it's so random.
And the guy's like in the mic, he's like, I'm not saying that. No. Next one.
What's next?
No, I'm not doing that one.
I remember there's a segment on Ellen. I remember it so specifically, but it was David Beckham getting a massage, and David Beckham was the one with the earpiece that had to say something.
Yeah.
So he like went in for the massage, and he's like, "Hey, I have this thing like." You cannot touch me with your thumb. And then halfway through the massage, he's like, was that a thumb? I don't know why that sticks with me to this day.
Dude, how do you massage without your thumbs?
Right? You're just like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or like knuckles.
This just feels wrong. This feels like
that's wrong.
DJing.
Nice.
Damn, season 2.
Season 2.
Off with a fucking banger, baby. Dude, this is always what happens by the end of it. We're like, was that a good episode or was that fucked? Yeah.
Well, you guys let us know, though.
Yeah, you let us know. You let us know when you're editing it.
I'm like, guys, I had to delete the whole thing.
We have to cut it.
It was not it.
I hope you guys are excited for a lot more of this with hopefully better sound quality at some point. Not today, but maybe at some point.
We don't want to
maybe never.
Yeah, we're not sure, but it might
Stay
happen.
tuned.
Yes.
Okay, well, thanks for listening to today's episode.
Yeah.
If you liked it.
Thanks
Give
for
us a
joining
like.
us for season 2.
Let's see 151 of y'all watching us.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
I'm going to send this to all my distant cousins and be like, yo, watch this. just to get us some more views.
Send it to the cousin with the nightmare.
Yeah. I'm sure she already watches. Yeah, that's a close. She's probably going to text me after this and be like, so you don't trust me?
Your dreams are right.
Yeah, I am coming after you with a little rock.
We out of here. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.